We're in our final stages now of getting ready for underfloor heating, which is due in a few days. Matt's getting his gear out there ready to carry on with this floor, which is where we left him Friday, sort of perched there, didn't we, on Friday, somewhere like that. I'm going to go downstairs, do a bit of plumbing to make sure we're out the ground with our 1.5 and 1.25 wastes ready for the plumbing downstairs, get it out the screed. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Matt's going to continue with this floor, excitedly. Look at him, excited.
I'm so riveted.
Look what I'm doing. I'm doing insulation again. Woohoo! And then, as I talked about last episode, if you haven't seen that, it's on the screen. We're going to put a pipe through there and get ready to insulate this floor. I'm going to do that. Matt's going to do that. Let's get on with it. Talk about what you just seen on the time lapse then. What I decided to do was, because we've got to get a sink waste from here, which is at the bar area, or will be, round here to there. We've got to get this one that you've seen me do on the time lapse as well through, down to here and into there, and also an 1.25 32mm basin waste into there as well. I decided to put a double in rather than just a single and have too much going on all in one pipe. All I've done then is you would have seen me cut out this base rail, which is screeded this side anyway, so we're happy with that. I'll put it into one of those fittings we've used plenty of times on the channel before, and then solvent welded a couple of 90s up there like that. And then what I've done is, just to seal it all ready for the liquid screed, is I've used this rubber butyl tape that Dave very kindly left me to wrap around there. So that is now above the screed level by about 30-40mm. All I've done then is, which you didn't see me do on camera, but I thought this is not that interesting, I've just put a stab of pipe in there way above where I need it to be, and again use the butyl tape to go around what will be the exposed sort of collar on the elbow that's in the floor there. So that's ready to go now. Put a bit of tissue in there, stop the smell. We don't need to get this done for underfloor heating, so we're not going to worry about this. This can be cut down, and when we get ready to board and what have you, we can do all this at that point. So other than the cleaning here now, and then a little bit of foam, maybe cutting the exterior foam off a little bit, this is all good to go. You will see, for those of you that noticed, I have changed this a little bit. I was incorrect, I don't mind telling you on the channel. What I've done is I've put that in and that in 100mm too far that way. Regarding the plasterboard sticking on there and on there, someone commented, well, the 15 went on there and isn't going to make your centre, but what I've done is I'd accommodated it in on this one here, so it did knock its centre. I'd made up like almost like a double board measurement on this, but anyway, doesn't matter. Either way, I'd cocked it up. So I've moved that over this way, I'll move that over that way, and then I've actually had to cut out that there, look, to make sure I can get room for the speaker, which is 50mm deep. It's got to go in there. It's not a face fix one, so I've had to accommodate that as well, hence changing that. So that's that changed as well. Right then, that's the last of it down here. That is ready for underfloor heating when he comes on Monday. Other things you would have seen are we're putting this pipe in. You've just seen it in the basement there, goes through the wall. I've then screwed it onto the floor on brackets and then put a couple of 45s on there to bring it up to above screed level. 45s only because we've got no 90s, and I thought, well, I've got loads of them, I'm not going to waste them, it does the same job. I have checked this, even though it's just gone dirty on top of the concrete floor, I have checked it, and I can assure you, there was a level here somewhere. No, it's gone. I got it. So I thought it was on there, Matt. When I went downstairs, it was on here. I thought, right, when I come back up, I'm going to do this. This is bubble, outer bubble this way, so I know that I have got 4 this way. So I'm happy. I did check that. I left it there. I thought, when I come up, I'll just grab it.
Move the other way.
So if you can see that, can you? You put my glasses on, see that it's way over the bubble, and if I pick this end of level up, it comes level. So that's saying that it's flowing that way, which is the correct way. So I am happy with that. What else have you been doing then? Got all this insulation down, all taped, foamed all the edges. I've put a bit of a 45 on there, which is our, if you remember back from several episodes ago, that's our waste for our sink, which is going to be a bit here somewhere. And then what we've had to do, which you won't understand really, which is why I'm going to explain it, the timber on the floor here, which takes us above that level, which is finished floor level, and this level, is because the floor layer has decided that what he wants to do is, he wants to overboard that with 9mm ply, and overboard that with 9mm ply, and overboard that with 9mm ply, to allow him to do, they're having vinyl, aren't they? Are they Carndine or something at all?
Some form of LVT.
Some form of LVT, luxury vinyl tile anyway. So that means what I've decided then to do is, rather than messing and having to do anything with this screed, I've decided that we're going to then pick the height of this screed up by 9mm to accommodate that. Which then means, when we take this timber off, even though it's foam, just to stop any flow of the wet screed, we can take this, unscrew this, take it off, and that brickwork that's exposed, cut all this foam back, brickwork's exposed then, and the screed height is going to be higher than this point. You can just latex that in and then ply all the way over the top till it meets the screed. I hope that makes sense. So that's why we've done that. They're not level, they're just higher than where we need them to be, and that's it. Hopefully, when you see the next episode, we'll be able to explain this better if you're a bit lost, which doesn't take much when I'm explaining something for people to get lost, does it? They'll probably all fell asleep by now. You may have seen this last episode, maybe. I can't think we showed this, Matt, did we? Did we show this?
Are you drilling?
I don't think we did. Not sure. What this is here is...
You did show how good my shot was.
I didn't show how good your shot was, no. This is 100mm recticel now, PIR. We've got to get feeds from here now into the utility to pick up the, I'm going to say the flow and return of the underfloor heating. Well, that's the right terminology, I don't know, but we've got to get a pipe in and a pipe out of there for that zone. So what Matt did was, and it was a great shot, that's the pipe there, look, the 2 holes there. And we've had to get them, I'm going to have to do this, Matt, to show it off. We had to be 100mm. Look at that, it's a great shot. So when we put the, we're going to use 50mm on this floor again. 150mm first to go up to the pipes, and another 50mm over the top to give us our total of 100, which we require. And then you can push his pipes from there into here, because if you remember, again, other episodes, that's where the manifolds go in there, in a sort of unit. So there we are. This is our plan now, to get this done and get it prepped, ready for underfloor. And that is us, isn't it?
Yes.
This isn't going to be a busy episode, and it's not going to be a long one, but we thought the underfloor heating stage is an important one to show you. So despite it, like I say, not being a long episode as normal, at least it keeps you in the loop, should we say, of where we are and what we're up to and when we're doing it. So I think we just get on with it.
Take 3.
We are now ready for underfloor heating on Monday. You've just seen us complete the final stages, including retaping downstairs, putting the insulation down in the utility, which is what we're now stood on, and also fitting that threshold there, just to make sure that when the screed does go in, it doesn't flow into the garage. So there we are. We will now get ourselves away from here and leave it to Martin.
Adios.
Well, thank you, Phil and Grant. The date is finally upon us. The underfloor heating is going in and I'm here for the money shot. And so is Martin and his lads. They're inside, they're cracking on, and a bit of a lick as well, so we better get in quick and see what they're up to so we don't miss anything. We're going to explain the process as you would have it as a customer from this company. All their details will be in the description. Let's go and see how they're getting on and we'll go from there. So this is the first thing they'll do. Come in and they'll DPM the entire lot, because you got to remember it's a liquid screed, so they've got to basically turn it into a swimming pool, because they don't want the liquid screed running down any gaps or out through any doors or behind into any cavities or anything like that. So DPM with an expansion foam round the sides everywhere, round the perimeter. Tapes all up, and there you go, and that then is effectively tanked, and it's also obviously had its second DPM. Now this is going to get pierced, this is, so it's, I wouldn't say it's damp proof, because of the amount of holes it's got to go through it to hold the pipes down, which we'll show you upstairs, because you might be able to hear in the background. That's what they're doing up there. So this is the first stage. I'll take you upstairs now and we'll show you the second one. And then the second stage is laying the pipes down in conjunction with the plan. Let's talk about the plan, because this is stage 3. This is all set up now, ready for the screed. This is obviously the kitchen, as you know, and what you got to do is paint out where the kitchen units are going to go, because you don't put any pipes under any units, because you don't want to heat up the cupboards, do you? Your food will go off and it's just a complete waste of time. So there we go. So that is the kitchen then. We've got the island, we've got the bank of cupboards down there and along the back there. Now those two going through, you've always got to get back to the manifold, so you will have something go under the cupboards at some point, but you don't just do the floor as a whole. And then, well, you can imagine that's going to get pretty warm in here, isn't it? That's a fair bit. For a small space, when you take into account when you take all the cupboards and the island out, I'm still going to get some heat out of that, which is excellent. And then your heights are set up with these tripods in accordance to whatever height you want it to be. And in this case, we took our data from the hallway and we've gone 10 mil higher, because the hallway and our new build floor, this one, is level with each other. And in fact, that's level as well. So those two were level with each other, which was good. You never quite know with these houses, but they're pretty good. So that's that. And then, as I say, we've come 10 mil higher with our screed, with our level there, simply because this floor and this floor will need overboarding to take the Cardine or the vinyl, whichever brand they're going to go with, which will bring up level with the finished floor level of this. So we need somewhere to go with this. What we don't want is to be low on that and then having to build that up to, nah, we don't want that. So higher with this, get these two to match, and then have one floor throughout, and then that'll be it. And once the lads have started putting the pipes downstairs, I'll show you the manifold that gets supplied and fitted as well, along with the pump. And then we're waiting for the screed. Well, bang on time, the screed has arrived and we're just about to start pumping. So I will quickly show you exactly what you get when you get these fellas out to your underfloor heating. All pipes are laid, as you can see, as I said earlier, keeping out of the space of under the cupboards where possible. Manifold gets supplied and fitted and pressure tested along with the pump, which is that thing there. All connected, and as I say, all pressure tested, all zones, however many you want, all labelled up, ready to go. Everything is lasered to these little, I don't know what you call them, little cradle, little measuring devices. As I say, all lasered in to whatever depth you want. Anything over 41 mil, I believe this screed can go, down to, which is Cemfloor or Cemfloor, we believe it's called. Cement based, not gypsum based. But it can go down to 41 mil and it takes 21 days apparently, regardless of depth, 21 days to be dry. What we usually use and use at my house is gypsum based, and apparently that is 1 mil a day, up to 75 mil depth. After that it's like half a mil a day or something, but this stuff is 21 days and we're all done. Now the pipe is being laid down to the basement. Sorry mate. In rather exactly the same way, albeit a bit thinner than the concrete was in the previous episodes. And this is it, I should say. All done down here. And all these are going to have hot water pumped through eventually. And away we go. And this is our route that Rich sorted out for the lads. All the prep work we've done for them in terms of routes and holes through walls. I'll show you how we got from the kitchen, or how Richard got from the kitchen to the manifold upstairs in a second. But he drilled that hole through and we've put it nice sweeping behind that stud wall and out there. We didn't want it, you don't join this stuff, like you don't put elbows or anything like that. So we didn't want it too tight coming down here and then out. We don't want to box anything in or anything like that. So nice sweeping, lovely steady bend all the way around there, to where it gets up and down from upstairs. And that's it, there we go. So now we're ready for it to be pumped in. As you can see, that's installed now. And it's exactly the same as how the concrete went in, all just a little bit more steadier and a bit more controlled, a bit more finesse, as you can imagine. And in about an hour's time, the lads will be finished and we'll have 3 fully screeded, underfloor heated floors done, and we'll be out of here for dinner time. Beautiful. Well, that's it. Process over. It's really quite simple, isn't it? And extremely quick. In fact, I think the cleanup took longer than it did to actually fill the 3 floors of the liquid screed. I won't show you the driveway because the customers' cars are on it and whatnot, but trust me when I say that it is absolutely spotless. They have done a great job, as they have in here. Looking forward to coming back and seeing the cellar. We can't, the basement even, we can't get through that way, obviously, because of what's there. So we're going to leave it until we're told tomorrow afternoon we can walk on it 24 hours from now. We're not going now, we're going to leave it till the day after, and we'll come back and carry on with the jobs at hand, all of which will become apparent in future episodes. So we're going to fast forward now to day after tomorrow, and we'll see how it's all turned out. And as if by magic, it's a couple of days and a couple of millibone fluff later. We're back. It's obviously gone off. Let's see how good it is. First impressions, it looks almost identical as it did the other day, doesn't it? Just a lot less shiny. But it's really not how it looks, is it? It's how it performs. Now mind your ears, let's do the old slide test, but this might not make a very pleasant noise. Oh, come on. Come on. Why would you do it any other way, eh? Again, looks almost identical. Yeah. Beautiful. Yes, it's more expensive than traditional screed, however you want to describe it, but it's just the ease, the finish. Why would you, why would you do it any other way? Now this stuff, cement based, as I've said, it is more expensive than gypsum based stuff, but we've used this stuff for the drying time. I think I've already got into. It's been a couple of days since I was last here, so forgive me if I'm repeating myself. And forgive me if I'm repeating myself, but it's 21 days apparently this is. I suppose that's what cement takes. I thought it was more like 28 myself, but they're telling me 21 days this will be dry regardless. It's not a mil a day like the gypsum based stuff is. And I had issues with mine, drying times with mine. It took absolutely ages. But this 21 days, it's going to be totally dry, ready to put whatever floor down you want on it. Excellent. Right then, let's go down to the basement. Matt and Harry are here. Let's go and have a chat with him. Oh yeah.
Hello.
Grafters.
Yeah.
Here they are, look. How are we? And this is the floor down here. Looks like a proper room now, doesn't it?
Yeah, yes.
It really does. Right, and let's give it the old slide test. Why not? For my own peace of mind. Oh, floor layers. Pick a problem with that and you'll be told where to go. Right, Matt is back. Me and Harry are just popping in just to make sure Matt's all right. Are you all right, Matt?
I am.
Good.
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent.
Good.
Absolutely, Larry.
Matt is going to be cracking on with some jobs now, which will all be in next week's episode, such as all, again, things that you'll never see but need doing. Mattresses there for the, help me out, air conditioning units.
Yes.
Round there. He's going to be steeling out, noggening out the steel above there, ready for plasterboard, and generally prepping to turn this skeleton into a big old meaty room.
Yeah, put some meat on the bones.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're also talking through the stairs as well, ordering them, where we're getting from, how you do it, all that, blah, blah, blah. We've got some first fix to do, first fix to do, I beg your pardon, in terms of, got to get the sink waste in, connect these wastes up here, do all that sort of stuff. And then by the end of this week, no pressure, but it should look like something, shouldn't it?
It'll look like 2 separate rooms. You all in the middle.
yeah, a bit like it does now, really, to be honest with you, but there we go. This media room as well, media wall, I should say, all that needs packing out. We've been given different specifications to what we originally thought in terms of depths, the finish, all that sort of stuff. We've got the plan, it's just over there. There's all speakers to go flush mounted. That is actually, because my media wall at home is a wall with a telly on.
Yes.
Yeah, this is an actual integrated, finished thing, isn't it? And I believe it's also going to be clad in the same cladding as externally as well.
Yeah,
I believe.
25mm cladding. I think
Yeah,
it is.
yes, it's all going to be quite nice once it's quite a statement when it's all done. All to do or to come in future episodes. And I think people are really excited by it. What do you think? What do you think, Gary?
Same.
It's the same. Okay, excellent. Right, yeah, then, so we'll leave it there for this episode. And yeah, tune in next Sunday for just more great shenanigans. See you, everybody.
Toodaloo!
All right.